Do you think starting to socialize at 21 is too late? Because all these years I wasted my time in gaming, and now I think I can never become a social guy with good social life. I think you just wrote this chat to kind of say something. Because I think if I asked you, well, what do you think? I don't think anyone here would say it. Oh yeah, it's too late. You cannot become more social for the rest of your life. I don't think a single fucking guy here, including you, would say that. So I think you knew the answer already. Of course you can. It's a skill. If anything, I think you become more social and you improve your skills of social skills, charisma, when you're actually older outside of school. Like people always say, like school is like, oh, it's a good environment to be social. Is it? Fuck. It's fucking one of the worst fucking environments to be social I've ever been in. Clubs are better, but also when you just kind of travel and you just live life and you go to like a gym which is meant for socializing, the social experience is 100 times better than when you're not in school. School was probably some of the worst fucking like social experiences of my life compared to now. Now the best thing is you're not in a class. As soon as you realize someone's like a fucking libtard, you can just walk away, right? As soon as you realize someone's fucking retarded, you don't have to sit there and pretend to like them or anything. True, everyone at school is a retard. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So a lot of us, like, we felt bad about like our social experiences in school, but like, truthfully, like, if there's someone you genuinely respect and you get along with, then you'd be friends with them. But in school, most people are nothing like us. Like if you're here, most likely you want to be like a high performer, you want to be like a winner. School is quite literally by definition made for the normies. It's made for the normies, and yeah, there's a few people who stand out and they study hard and whatever. But even that is still like peasantry behavior. Even that's like fucking nothing. So school is a terrible place for your social life. It's like it's not good at all. And if anything, I think more people end up worse at social skills because of their time in school compared to if you were homeschooled. This is why I've been adamant about homeschooling for like the last like 3-4 years. And every time I talk about it, there's always people who'll comment it like, "Oh, but what about social life?" And I'm like, "Are you fucking retarded? What do you think about social life? What do you think?" Like every time I talk about homeschooling, people will say, "Oh, but what about the social life? The social life's really important." And I'm like, "Okay, you answer it for me. What social life do you think you're going to set up for your kids if you homeschool them?" Well, yeah, you're gonna take them to sports clubs and activities, and they're gonna end up being like the team captain of those clubs because they're gonna be the only fucking kids who have actually like practiced their social skills, right? Way better. Yeah, and kids who don't scream fucking 6, 7. Like even private schools, bro. The girls are hoes, the guys are retards. Like I've dated girls who went to private schools, and even bro, the shit I've heard is like they're all still degenerates there on TikTok and whatever. So even private school is not good enough. It needs to just be homeschooling, and hopefully you can set up some ways to make it social with clubs and with other families and friends and whatever. But it basically has to be homeschooling, otherwise you are just setting your children up to get absolutely fucking dominated by the kids who will be homeschooled by like high performers and killers. It's such a fact, bro. Imagine sending your kids now into normal school. How far behind they would be compared to kids who are being homeschooled with private tutors. Holy shit. Like it was already bad enough for our generation, right? But it was kind of new. But more and more, like every year, more adults are taking the kids out of school, realizing it's just some weird fucking brainwashing, goy slop, fucking weird shit. For our generation, having children, imagine our kids go to school in like 3 to 5 years. Sending your kids to school is going to be like fucking child abuse. It's going to be like fucking, wow, you really have let them down. You're going to let them go through like probably one of the worst forms of education possible. Fuck that. Yeah. No kid with smart parents will be in school, making it even worse. Yeah. So by nature of this, your kids, if you do send them to school, will just be interacting with retards, which to be honest is what's happening right now anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big inefficient use of time. If you are a fairly decent teacher and if you've got money as well, bro, just getting your kids private tutors, you teaching them real things, your kids are going to be so far ahead of the curve. And also it's just more humane as well. Sending your child to be forced to focus through 6 hours of listening to some alcoholic teach them shit and randomly they get angry and the kids next to them have got double digit body count in fucking high school. Like it's child abuse to send your children to school, in my opinion. That's literally it's just child abuse. It's quite literally like they are literally developing fucking trauma from being in there. They're developing like fucked up self-esteem from getting randomly picked on because it's like they're the one kid who doesn't do the fucking new TikTok deep throat dance or some shit. That's fucking it's so fucked up. You're gonna send your kids to literally feel like they have to conform to normies. Fuck that. Like imagine you like you've done really well. You've done so well for your family. You've been a strong man. You've instilled good values. And then you send your daughter to school. She's 9 years old, and the other girls are looking at her weird because she doesn't know the dance that they're all doing. She doesn't have a smartphone because you didn't want to give her one yet. And she's the only girl. Let's say even 6 years old. 6 years old, she'll be the only girl without a fucking phone. Are you like a fucking maniac to put your girl in there? And like the same thing, see what I mean? I swear to God, it's always like no offense, but it's always NPCs because they'll always comment and say like, "Oh, but what about the social aspect?" Use your fucking brain, bro. Use your fucking brain. What do you think about the social aspect? Don't ask me because I answer this fucking question every time. What do you think will be the social aspect if you don't send your children to school? How can you get them to socialize? You use your fucking brain. Because every time I talk about homeschooling, there's always some fucking guys who will say like, "Oh, but socializing's really important," and I'm like, "Yeah, you fucking retard. Of course it is. What do you think you do for socializing for your children? Well, you send them to clubs and activities. You'll be friends with other families who have got good values, as was like normal life. There's nothing wrong with that. But forcing your children to socialize with retards is not like real socialization. That's fake. It's forced. Your children should make friends based on values, not on geography. This is why it's important to meet other people who've got very similar, like strong-minded views as you, because they'll have children, you'll have children, and then you just force them to be friends with each other. By the way, I went to school. My socialization skills just became worse and worse. Yeah, for most people, it's like this. Honestly, I can think back to so many kids in high school who just got ruthlessly bullied to the point that they must be just fucking like unable to speak to people now. Like they can't hold eye contact with people. They're not confident at all. And it sucks because they just got picked on for like, the way that they looked or the bag that they had or just some bullshit reason why kids get picked on in high school and they don't defend themselves and whatever. And imagine they're like less confident for life now just because it's normal to send your children to school and the parents never really took it seriously, whatever. Like that's fucked up, right? That's the socializing that everyone talks about, like the psyoping of like, oh, but you've got to go send your children to peasant school because they've got to hang out with peasants, right? That's so important. No, it's not. It's really not, bro. For put it this way, for anyone who disagrees with my homeschooling thing based on socializing, do you guys think it's a good idea to go and sit next to normies and Jeffries for 6 hours a day right now? Forget school. Let's say right here, right now. Do you think it'd be valuable for you to sit next to Jeffries for 6 hours a day right now? Fuck no. Fuck no. Like, no, not at all. Then why do you think it'd be valuable for your fucking kids to do that? You make friends not on geography, not in school or some shit, but based on values and virtue, based on people you actually want to be around, which generally is going to be way less people than you'd hang out in school, which is fine. That's what, like, this is what it should be for your kids as well. And yeah, and the point of school isn't even socializing. You're literally told not to talk to each other. Like, what, you get a 15-minute recess, half an hour lunch. Like, you're told not to talk to each other in school. The only reason there's other kids there is just because they can't afford like one teacher per student. That's all. I reckon homeschooling will get very way more popular in the next like 10 years.